Testing. Testing.
and overcome. This is a trait that leads to success far beyond the lines on the field or court. And because you have persevered through the trials put before you, you will continue to do so long after your college career. Tonight is a night for reflecting on the success we have all experienced this year. Tonight, we celebrate the outstanding achievements accomplished by all Walsh student-athletes. And so, without further ado, I will pass the baton to our Student-Athlete Advisory Committee leaders for the presentation of awards.
Hello, everyone. We'll get tonight started with our Male International and Female International Student Athlete of the Year awards. These awards are awarded to the student athletes who have succeeded in their sport both mentally, physically, and emotionally, while also adapting to environmental and cultural differences here in what they consider a foreign country. We'll start it off with the Male International Athlete of the Year. The nominees are Clemens Wagner. Clemens is a senior on the tennis team from Austria. He is 3-18 overall in singles, 2-14 in individuals, and is 9-11 in doubles, 8-8 in duels this season. Wagner won the Men's Tennis Inaugural Elite 23rd Award. Next we have Jacob Rolowski. Jacob is a junior on the tennis team, and he is from Germany. Jacob has been named Athlete of the Week twice and has an overall record of 14-7 in doubles, 5-2 in individuals, and this season as well as 18-4 in singles, 5-2 in doubles, and was number 1 in singles. Rolowski was also named Player of the Year and his first team All-Conference. Lastly, we have Harry Gardner. Harry is a freshman on the soccer team from the United Kingdom. He has scored 3 goals and has had 4 assists in 11 games. With all this being said, the 2020-2021 Male International Student Athlete of the Year is Jacob Rolowski. Next up, we have the Female International Student Athlete of the Year, and the nominees are Maria Contreras Luna. Maria is a junior on the golf team from Spain. She averages 80.95, which is the 3rd highest on the team. Her low round of 71 is the lowest on the team. She has one of the top 5 finishes and 2 on the top 10s this season. Next up, we have Clara Drouse. Clara is also a sophomore on the tennis team. She is from Germany, and she is 5-6 overall in her singles, 15-3 in duels, and a perfect 6-0 in the GMAC play. She's 11-0 in doubles and 9-6 in duels. Drouse was named first team All-Conference. Lastly, we have Chloe Tatla. Chloe is a sophomore on the Lacrosse team from Australia. She is a starter and has 9 goals, 2 assists, and 15 draw controls this season. With all that being said, our 2020-2021 Female International Student Athlete of the Year is Maria Contreras Luna. Next up, we have the Teammate of the Year award. This award is given to an athlete who is always there for their teammates and can be relied upon on the team and the coaches no matter what. This athlete plays a role that keeps the team positive and has a determined attitude while working hard either on the court or in the field and can always be counted on to bring the energy to support their team's success. The nominees are Kyle Blinn. Kyle is a senior who didn't receive a lot of playing time, but he always had a great attitude and gave maximum effort in practice and when he was called to play during the games. He could always be counted on to bring a spark to the team no matter what. Next up, we have Megan Ball. Megan is a positive and upbeat person, whether she's supporting from the bench or if she's having an off day or game. She's a go-to teammate when you need some support and always provides happy-go-lucky vibes. Lastly, we have Mara Hickey. Mara has the best attitude ever. She sat behind her predecessor in the goal box this year until she finally got to start. Then she got swapped out for another goalie on the team mid-season for reasons unrelated to top performance. But she never complained. When she was asked to do whatever, she did it for the success for her team. With all of this being said, the winner of the 2020-2021 Teammate of the Year award is Mara Hickey. Next up, we have the Coaching Staff of the Year award. This award is to honor the coaching staff who has done everything in their power to put their team in the best position to succeed in their sport, classroom, and throughout life. The nominees are the men's and women's cross-country team, coach, the head coach, Rob Mazzico, graduate assistant, Bobby Johnson, and volunteer coach, Bree Bacan led both the men's and women's cross-country teams to win the GMAC cross-country titles. The Walshmen defended their title from the 2019 cross-country season and won by 57 points. The Walsh women defeated the defending champions Hillsdale by 16 points. Both men's and women's teams had 5 runners placed in the top 10 finishers. Next up, we have the men's and women's golf team. Christina Palm, in her first year as the men's coach, led the men's team to 2 tournament victories, 2 program record-breaking overall team performances, led the men's and women's players to GMAC All-Conference team, led 2 players to GMAC Players of the Week, and led the women's team to highs in the program regional ranking in 7 years. She led the men's and women's program with no assistant coach and had the top team in the GMAC for overall volunteer hours, which was 4th in D2 schools. She is a strong role model for everyone in the program and leads by example with her hard work and dedication to the players and the Walsh community. And lastly, the baseball coaching staff. The baseball coaching staff has led the team to a 21-8 overall record and an 18-6 in the conference. They are batting .302 as an average as a team, which is 3rd in the GMAC. .22 runs scored on 288 hits. Both are top marks in the GMAC. Of the 281 hits, 59 were doubles, which is tied for 2nd, and 35 were home runs, which they are 2nd place in. The team also had 164 walks, which is the 1st in the GMAC, and a 4.23 ERA, which is 2nd in the conference. With all that being said, the 2020-2021 Coaching Staff of the Year is baseball. I'm now going to pass the mic to Alexis, who will continue out handing out the awards.
All right, the next award is Team of the Year. This award goes to the team that has achieved the most success quantified through win-loss record, performance within their conference, and throughout the playoffs. The nominees are men's cross country. They are currently back-to-back cross-country champions and won the 2020 GMAC cross-country championship by 57 points, which is a very large margin in cross-country. Noah Murray won the individual GMAC cross-country title, and Walsh placed 5 men in the top 10 finishers at the championship. Xavier Foll won GMAC Freshman of the Year as the first freshman to finish at the championship. Bowling. The bowling teams have broken many personal and program records. Individuals from both teams made it into the postseason play and performed well at sectionals. Finally, baseball. The baseball coaching staff has led the team to a 21-8 overall record and 18-6 in the conference. They are batting .302 as a team, which is 3rd in the GMAC. 22 runs scored on 281 hits. Both are top marks in the GMAC. Of the 281 hits, 59 were doubles, which is tied for 2nd. 35 were home runs, which is 2nd place. The team also has 164 walks, 1st in the GMAC, and a 4.23 ERA, which is 2nd in the conference. In the 2020-2021 Team of the Year goes to men's cross country. The next award is record-breaking performance. This award goes to the team or individual that broke an existing record during their season, with the winner chosen by the longevity of the original record in the margin by which the record was broken. The nominees are Alexa Lepelmeyer. Alexa broke Sarah Berger's 3,000-meter school record, then bested that performance 2 more times this season. The 3,000-meter school record is currently 9 minutes and 32 seconds. Robert Wilson. Robert set a personal best as well as a program record by bowling a 289 individual game out of a perfect 300. Finally, Jessie Rock. Jessie broke the home run record by hitting the 23rd of her career on March 14th. She has since had 3 more home runs. And Romy Smith. Romy broke the school record in the javelin throw with a 41.71 meters at the Dave Labor Invite, then bested that at the Reggie Thomas Classic with a throw of 42.35 meters. She also holds the GMAC record in the event. In the 2021 record-breaking performance goes to Jessie Rock. Next up is the Upset of the Year award. This is given to the team or individual who had all odds against them but proved everyone wrong. The nominees are men's basketball. The men's basketball team beat Findlay by 20 points when the Oilers were ranked in the top 10 nationally. Women's basketball, Alyssa Dean hit a pull-up jumper to take the lead with 2 seconds remaining on the road against Findlay. Men's lacrosse. The men's defeated Lake Erie 13-11 for the first time in program history. In the 2020-2021 Upset of the Year goes to men's lacrosse. Next up, we have Moment of the Year. This award is awarded to a team or individual that has had spectacular play, or a moment that stood out through the 2020-21 season. Please see the video to show everyone who is nominated. And the 2020-2021 Moment of the Year is Softball Granting Riley's Wish. And next up, we have Megan presenting more awards.
Hello. The next award is for Blooper of the Year. Everyone makes mistakes, especially athletes. This award goes to the most unathletic action of the year. Now we are going to watch some videos provided by our fellow athletes. Please enjoy and have a good laugh. And the 2020-2021 Blooper of the Year is Running for the Fences. Next up is the Adversity Award. The Adversity Award is given to an athlete who has faced significant obstacles in their athletic career. This athlete, despite their situation, kept a positive and determined attitude while working hard in the training room to get back to the field or court. The nominees are Alyssa Dean. Alyssa has torn her ACL 3 times, requiring surgery for each. She tore her meniscus early this year, worked back to play this season, playing an average of 17.5 minutes per game, only to tear her meniscus again at the end of the season, which required another surgery. Addison Starr. Addison bowled all day at a tournament while dealing with a serious health condition. And finally, Andrew Check. Andrew came back from tearing his ACL in fall 2019 to have a .348 batting average, 32 hits, 32 runs, 7 doubles, 9 home runs, 29 runs batted in, 39 walks this year. And the 2020-2021 Adversity Award winner is Andrew Check. Next up, we have the Freshman of the Year Awards. The Freshman of the Year Award is given to the most outstanding newcomer to the college sports world. Despite this person's young age, they have had a serious impact on their respective sport and have helped push the team to the next level. This freshman shows true promise for years to come in the future of Walsh athletics. The nominees for the Men's Freshman of the Year are Xavier Full. Xavier was 9th overall at the GMAC Cross Country Championships and honored with the GMAC Freshman of the Year Award for cross country for being the first freshman to finish at the Cross Country Championships. At the GMAC Indoor Track and Field Championship, he was on the first place DMR team where he ran the 800-meter leg. Individually, he placed first in the mile with a time of 4:26. He was also on the 4x4 team, which finished fourth with a time of 3:27. Jesse Houle. As of April 13th, Jesse was 23rd across all Division II athletes in the hammer throw with a throw of 17.58 meters or 188 feet and 11 inches. Patrick O'Halloran. Patrick has 7 goals scored, leading the team with 5 assists as well. He has 19 points in 11 games. And the 2020-2021 Male Freshman of the Year is Patrick O'Halloran. And now for the Female Freshman of the Year. The nominees are Taya Young. Taya finished 9th overall at the GMAC Cross Country Championships and was honored with the GMAC Freshman of the Year award for being the first freshman to cross the line at the championships. Katie Mendenhall. Katie has received GMAC Defensive Player of the Week honors, has 65 saves, and has started all games this season. Hannah Stein. Hannah leads the team with 5 goals, including 3 game-winning goals in overtime. She is tied for conference lead with 5 goals. And the 2020-2021 Female Freshman of the Year is Hannah Stein. And now I'll be passing the mic to Franny for our final awards.
The Most Valuable Player Award is bestowed upon an athlete that has the most impact on their team. This person is hardworking on and off the court or field, displays leadership qualities, and also stays highly competitive by demonstrating passion for their given sport. The nominees are Noah Murray. Noah is a senior on the cross country and track teams. He placed first at the GMAC Cross Country Championship, securing Cross Country Runner of the Year and first team All-Conference honors. Daryl Strotter. Daryl is a senior on the basketball team. He averaged 18.2 points and 4.3 rebounds per game on his way to a first-team all-conference selection for the second straight season. He provided great leadership and was a very good teammate. And Jacob Rolowski. Jacob is a junior on the tennis team. Jacob has been named Athlete of the Week twice and has an overall record of 14-7 in doubles, 15-2 in duels this season, as well as 18-4 in singles, 15-2 in duels at number 1 singles. Rolowski was named Player of the Year and First Team All-Conference. And the 2020-2021 Male MVP is Noah Murray. Now for the Female Most Valuable Player Awards. The nominees are Didi Honorado. Didi is a junior on the track and field team. This season, she qualified for the NCAA Indoor National Track and Field Championships, where she placed 5th in shot put with a throw of 14.8 meters. She was second place in shot put at the GMAC Indoor Track Championship with a throw of 14.28 meters. Honorado reset the school record in shot put with a throw of 15.06 meters. The next nominee is Macy Sales. Macy is a senior on the basketball team. She was named All-Conference First Team and All-Defensive Team for her performances this season. Sales finished the season with a team average high of 18.7 points and 9.5 rebounds per game. The senior ranked 4th within the conference in scoring and 3rd in rebounds. Sales shot .491 from the floor, 7th in the conference, while averaging 3 assists, 1.5 steals, and 1.7 blocks per contest. Within the GMAC, Sales paced all players with blocks and rejections per game, and over the course of the season, Sales reached double figures in 21 contests, had 11 games of 20 points or more, and added 7 double-doubles. The Massillon, Ohio native set career best with 32 points and 17 rebounds against Ohio Valley on January 23rd before tying her points mark on February 27th against Lake Erie. With 37 blocks this season, Sales is slotted in a 6th place tie for blocks in a season. Hallie Kotluck. Hallie is a senior on the lacrosse team. She has been named GMAC Defensive Player of the Week twice this season. Kotluck has 25 ground balls, 19 caused turnovers, and 12 draw controls while in her starting role. And the 2020-2021 Female MVP is Macy Sales. Now for Mr. and Miss Cavalier. The Mr. and Miss Cavalier Award is given to one male and one female student athlete that demonstrates the core values of what it means to be a Cavalier, both in and out of their sport. Like the mission here at Walsh, these individuals demonstrate the importance of service and selflessness in their sport, academics, and lifestyle. They also display great leadership and always offer a helping hand. These individuals were nominated by coaches and faculty who proudly claim the honor of being a Walsh student athlete. The nominees for Mr. Cavalier are Vani Palima. Vani, without a doubt, is one of the most recognized track and field athletes on campus. Vani has been extremely involved during his time here at Walsh, both on the track and in the classroom and in many clubs. Vani has also been a tour guide in the admissions office. Vani loves Walsh, and it shows in his continued involvement in everything. He's a class act, and I could not recommend anyone on our team right now to the level that I can recommend Vani. Next, Zach Sturmy. Zach has been a chosen leader of our inter-squad leadership team for multiple years. He is a biology major and is headed to med school. He has led a variety of volunteer activities for our teams over his time. He is always positive and has always been labeled the quarterback of our defense. He gets all checks and alignments for the defense. He also led film sessions for his position group this year. I believe that this young man would make a great representation of what Mr. Cav is. He is nominated for the Coaches Award that is voted on by the staff and leaders of the program for having a positive mental attitude. And last, Dylan Smith. Dylan has been a leader of our inter-squad leadership for 3 years. He is a nursing major that has managed his time with school and football more successfully than anyone in our past. He completed all nursing requirements early so he could get to more practices. He has also led various volunteer activities for him and his teammates. He's a very diligent worker and will do anything to help his teammates. Dylan is a quality of a young man that there is. I believe that this young man would be a great representation of what Mr. Cav is. He is nominated for the Coaches Award that is voted on by the staff and leaders of the program for having a positive mental attitude. And your 2020-2021 Mr. Cavalier is Zach Sturmy. Now for Miss Cavalier. The nominees are Megan Sunland. Megan is a 3-sport athlete, women's cross country, and indoor track and field, and then outdoor track and field. She has also been a member of SAC for most of her career at Walsh. She has done an amazing job academically during the last 4 years and is involved in many other clubs and activities at Walsh. Megan has made it a habit to always go beyond the call of duty. Megan exemplifies what Miss Cavalier is all about. I highly recommend Megan to be taken seriously when considering all the nominations. Amy Farr. Amy is a member of the soccer team. She has grown during her time at Walsh into an outstanding individual who excels in both academic and personal pursuits. Amy is the type of student athlete that shows up early, works hard, and carries herself in a confident and respectable manner. She's an exceptional teammate and leads with a positive attitude. She has worked tirelessly in her business management degree as well as her volunteer activities in order to put herself in a favorable position to achieve her ambitions. As a college student athlete, Amy has maintained a 3.3 GPA while not missing a practice and finding extra time to put practice in. She thrives in adversity and never ceases to give anything but her best. In addition to school and soccer, Amy is a women's soccer representative on our Student Athlete Advisory Committee. On this committee, Amy advocates for all student athletes in the classroom and on the field. And lastly, Jessie Rock. Jessie embodies everything it means to be a Cavalier as a member of the softball team. She loves Walsh and bleeds maroon and gold. She was the 2018 GMAC Freshman of the Year, and this year became the career leader in home runs. Jessie always is willing to go above and beyond and will help anyone in need. She's a family studies major and is currently interning at Hannah's House, an addiction recovery shelter for women in Canton. Rock is beloved by the Walsh community and her fellow peers. She plans on using her 5th year and returning next year to study clinical medical health. Her passion and career goals are to help those in need and her community around her. And your 2020-2021 Miss Cavalier is Megan Sunland. And now to Taylor for the closing. Thank you. Congratulations to all of our Cavalier winners tonight, and thank you for joining us from home. We appreciate all of your support for this past year, and go Cavs. Thank you. Have a good evening.